Lance Barber's return as George Cooper Sr. in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage should be an exciting moment for fans of young Sheldon and The Big Bang Theory alike. After all, Barber played a crucial role in shaping Sheldon's childhood and has become an integral part of the young Sheldon universe. However, while there's much to appreciate about his comeback, one glaring aspect of his return deeply frustrates me, so much so that it overshadows the excitement of seeing him reprise the role. It's not the fact that he's returning, because let's face it, Barber is a talented actor who brought depth and heart to George Sr. No. My issue lies in the way his return is being handled, particularly in how it affects the overall continuity and emotional impact of the story. The problem with bringing George Cooper Sr. back. To fully understand my frustration, let's take a step back. Young Sheldon was always a bittersweet prequel because we, as fans of The Big Bang Theory, knew the tragic fate that awaited George Sr. despite his often misunderstood nature in Sheldon's exaggerated childhood memories. Young Sheldon gave us a version of George Sr. that was more than just the neglectful, cheating father that Sheldon described in The Big Bang Theory. He was flawed, yes, but he was also a man trying his best to raise a genius son while keeping his family together. Then came the devastating moment in young Sheldon Season 7. The loss of George Sr., his death was an emotional turning point, and it served as a crucial catalyst for Sheldon's later development. It was a gut-wrenching goodbye, one that added real stakes and weight to the story. But now, with Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, the return of Lance Barber almost feels like it cheapens that emotional impact. Bringing an actor back into the mix so soon after such a significant death doesn't sit right with me. While I understand the practical reasons, Barber is a recognizable face, and audiences love him. The decision creates a dissonance that makes it difficult to stay immersed in the world of the show. A continuity nightmare. One of the biggest reasons why I hate this aspect of Barber's return is that it disrupts the already fragile continuity of the Big Bang Theory universe. We've already seen several continuity contradictions between young Sheldon and TBBT, but this one takes it to another level. For years, fans have debated the inconsistencies between Sheldon's memories of his father and the version we saw in young Sheldon. In TBBT, Sheldon's recollections often painted George as a lazy, beer-drinking, unfaithful husband, while young Sheldon portrayed him as a hard-working, well-meaning family man who genuinely loved his wife and kids. The show worked hard to bridge this gap by implying that Sheldon's unreliable memory may have colored his perspective, which made sense narratively. But with Lance Barber returning as George Sr., it feels like Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is doubling down on this inconsistency. Is he back as George in flashbacks? A ghost? A long-lost twin? No matter how the show tries to justify his presence, it's going to create more questions than answers, further muddling an already shaky timeline. The emotional weight feels cheapened. Another huge issue is the emotional weight, or lack thereof, that comes with Barber's return. Losing George Sr. in young Sheldon was a pivotal moment that shaped the trajectory of Sheldon's life. It was a moment that needed to be felt, grieved, and respected. Bringing back the same actor in a different capacity so soon after his character's death risks, undermining that emotional investment. Imagine being deeply moved by George's passing, only to see the same face reappear in a new role, almost as if the grief we felt was for nothing. This isn't just a matter of Barber returning. It's about how the return makes George's death feel less final, less impactful. In a way, it almost trivializes the loss, making it seem like the show is hesitant to fully commit to the weight of its own storytelling. Missed opportunities for fresh faces. Another reason this decision bothers me is that it takes away the opportunity to introduce fresh talent to the young Sheldon spin-off world. Instead of bringing back Lance Barber, the show could have cast a brand new actor who could add a different dynamic to the series. Georgie and Mandy's first marriage has a chance to establish its own identity, separate from young Sheldon, and relying on old faces too much might hold it back from reaching its full potential.